Here is a question for you. When you want to say something in English, what happens in your head first?
Most people think in their own language first. They form the sentence, translate it into English, and then say it. And the whole time they are doing that, the conversation is already moving on without them.
That delay, that gap between thinking and speaking, that is the number one reason people feel stuck even after years of studying English.
But here's the good news. You can train your brain to skip that step entirely. You can learn to think directly in English. And today, we are going to show you exactly how to do it in 3 simple steps.
Before we get into the steps, let us talk about why thinking in your first language slows you down so much.
When you translate, your brain is doing 2 jobs at once. It is finding the meaning in one language and then converting it into another. That takes time and mental energy. And the more you rely on translation, the more it becomes a habit, one that is very hard to break.
But when you think directly in English, your brain is only doing one job. The thought and the language arrive together. And that is what fluent speaking actually feels like.
The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to get your English brain working in real time. And these 3 steps will get you there.
Step 1. Start with single words, not full sentences.
A lot of people try to think in English by forming complete thoughts right away. And when they cannot, they give up and go back to translating.
The trick is to start much smaller. When you wake up in the morning, do not try to think a full sentence in English. Just name what you see. Bed, ceiling, light, window, coffee.
When you're outside, do the same thing. Tree, car, street, people, sky. Just one word at a time. Your brain is building a habit of reaching for English first, and that habit starts with the smallest possible unit of language.
Once single words feel natural, you start connecting them. Not a full sentence yet, just 2 words. Hot coffee, busy street, nice weather, blue sky.
And from there, a simple sentence starts to form on its own. It's a nice day. I need coffee. This is too loud. You are not translating anymore. You're just thinking.
Step 2. Narrate your daily life in English.
This is one of the most powerful habits you can build, and it costs absolutely nothing.
As you go through your day, describe what you are doing in your head in English. I'm making breakfast. I'm looking for my keys. I need to leave in 10 minutes. This traffic is terrible.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be complex. The point is that you're forcing your brain to produce English thoughts in real time, in response to real situations happening around you.
This is important because it trains you to connect English directly to experience, not to a translation. You're not thinking of the word in your language first and then translating it. You're just seeing food and thinking breakfast or lunch or I'm hungry.
The more you do this, the faster your English brain responds. And one day, you realize you're not narrating on purpose anymore. It's just happening automatically.
Step 3. Think in English when you have an opinion or a feeling.
This is the deepest level, and it's where real fluency lives.
When something happens, when you watch the news, when you read something interesting, when you have a reaction to anything, try to form that reaction in English first.
That's surprising. I didn't expect that. I think this is a bad idea. That was really funny. I feel tired today. I'm excited about this.
These are emotional thoughts, personal thoughts, and when you practice forming them in English, you're connecting the language to your inner world, not just to vocabulary lists or grammar rules.
Language lives in emotion. The more you feel things in English, the more naturally it comes out when you speak.
And this is why people who are deeply passionate about English music or really emotionally invested in English shows often become fluent faster than people who study harder but feel nothing. Emotion is the shortcut.
So let's bring it all together.
Step 1. Start with single words. Train your brain to reach for English first, even before full sentences form.
Step 2. Narrate your daily life. Connect English to real experience, not to translation.
Step 3. Think in English when you feel something. Let the language into your inner world, not just your study sessions.
These 3 steps will not make you fluent overnight, but they will change the direction your brain moves in. Instead of always going through your first language to get to English, your brain will start going straight there.
And once that starts happening, even just for a few thoughts a day, everything else gets easier. Your speaking gets faster. Your confidence goes up. The gap between thinking and talking starts to close.
That's the feeling you're working toward, and these 3 steps will get you there.
That's it for today. If this episode helped you, share it with a friend who always says their mind goes blank when they try to speak English.
And drop a comment below. Which of these 3 steps are you going to start with today? Step 1, 2, or 3? Tell us in the comments. We read every single one.
See you in the next episode.
See you then.